Hello everybody, my name is Graham Yancey and I'm reporting for Skyhawk News at Pinnacle View Middle School. Today we will be talking about how middle school and high schools turn to therapy dogs to help ease students during the mental health crisis of the pandemic. Many kids have felt sad or stressed lately because of the pandemic. Schools have been trying to address this issue. One school did by throwing a birthday party for a cute little dog named Gravy. I like that name. Gravy is a sweet-natured chocolate Labrador retriever. In September, she started working as a therapy dog at Grand Ledge High School in Michigan. Gravy quickly became popular with the students at the school. When they knelt to pet Gravy, she crawled into their laps, which made them happy. So they threw a birthday party for Gravy. Gravy is cared for by the school's dean of students, Maria Capria. When students learned that Gravy's first birthday fell just before Thanksgiving break, they asked Capria if they could throw a birthday party. She said, sure, thinking it wouldn't amount to much. But then the students put up posters around the school inviting all 1,600 students to attend the birthday party. STEM students made her a crown and a skirt for Gravy. Others started a donation drive for the local animal shelter in her honor. On the big day, I really didn't know what to expect, Capria recalled. There were several hundred students in this gymnasium. Therapy dogs in schools. The pandemic has been hard on students across the United States. Many young people experienced loneliness and the loss of loved ones. The American Academy of Pediatrics declared a national emergency in children's mental health. In response, some schools have hired social workers and expanded their social-emotional learning classes. In some cases, they purchased dogs from local animal shelters. The reason? Dogs make kids happy. I have a dog. She makes me happy. I have a cat. He makes me happy. Gravy is one of about 12 dogs introduced at schools in Michigan during the pandemic. Another one, Chipper, a golden mountain doodle. Tracy Sova cares for Chipper. Tracy said a lot of times kids will tell Chipper what's wrong rather than adults, and that's pretty magical. She said, research suggests that a well-trained dog can lower children's stress. It can also help kids with learning and smooth interactions between students and other children their age. There are possible downsides of having dogs in school. This includes cleanliness, allergies, and student fears. But some school officials say that all these problems are manageable. The dogs are highly trained and hypoallergenic. That means they don't cause allergic reactions, and they are always with a handler, so no student is forced to interact with a dog if they do not want to. Right now, there's a rising demand for therapy dogs. When the pandemic hit, the government sent money to help school districts to help students through tough times. In Michigan, school districts were spending most of the money on things like improving school buildings and expanding summer school. Some of them decided to spend some of the money on therapy dogs. Nikki Brown is a school counselor. She also trains dogs for work in school. Since the pandemic, demand for trained dogs in schools has just exploded, she said. The dogs are highly trained to be in a school environment, she said. They are trained to work with kids with all kinds of needs. Sevilla recalled a moment earlier in the school year where a child had broken up with his significant other, so Chipper decided to lay right next to his other, she said. Lean right next to his chair, she said. Dogs can help students adjust to in-person learning. So I switched to in-person learning during the pandemic, but we didn't have dogs, and it was really difficult to switching from a virtual environment to an in-person environment, and I definitely think dogs would have helped. So I think that's that. So there's that. And my summary for today is right now in the United States, there's an increasing number of middle school and high school students struggling with anxiety and depression. Me, one of them. Some schools in Michigan have started implementing therapy dogs in public schools. According to a study, dogs make kids happy, making them less stressed out. In 2021, when many students were transitioning back to in-person learning, Jill Ford, a fourth-grade teacher, said that her dog has helped make students transitioning back to in-person easier and less nervous. Many students have begun to struggle with anxiety and depression, and therapy dogs are helping them. My editorial is I think therapy dogs are very useful, and I wish my school had one because I think it would help many students, including myself. I think therapy dogs will help many people, and that they're very, very good doggies. And bye. This is Graham Yancey reporting for Skyhawk News at Pinnacle View Middle School. Bye.